Hello everybody, Andy from ASAP Trading here. Today we're gonna have a good hard look at a Bitcoin chart. So let's get right into it. So it started all with a weekly rally right here after a big accumulation that finished with March 2020 capitulation lows, and it was too fast. And usually bull markets are exactly like that. They are running too fast, too steep. They are not allowing anybody to get in, and when you get in, it's already too late. So right here the auction started to form wedge pattern, a rising wedge pattern with a big divergence that we had like 4 lower highs, and still we were making all-time highs after all-time highs, and that resulted in a drop and a flat move in this zone. So that resulted in a bounce, a rejection of the trend line right here, and the penetration of that trend line to the upside, forming in the end an inverse head and shoulder pattern. Right, so the target of that pattern is currently at 75k, and that wasn't reached yet. But recently the price action was very interesting. It was happening in this channel right here. The channel looks parallel and very healthy, I must say. So that's the upper boundary, that's the lower boundary. The support and resistance band looks very solid. And why it's important to do some technical analysis right here, right now? Because this can turn into a do or die moment for Bitcoin. Right now the opportunity is very symmetrical, I would say. Why is that? Well, a symmetrical opportunity is in a casino, usually on a roulette, when you're betting on red. Well, that's not a perfect symmetry because there is zero, but when you are betting on red, you have a roughly 50-50 chance to win or to lose. If you win, you double your money. If you lose them all. So right here, the price action on Bitcoin looks like a symmetric opportunity, and I will explain you why. On a daily, I've represented the whole price action after this all-time high right here, which, by the way, we beat recently, and that's a very strong development. I represented that price action using an arc drawing, and here is why. Here we have a low, a lower low, the third low, which is the lowest, a higher low, and a higher low once again. Please note that in this structure we didn't have any, well, we had a little bit of accumulation, but I considered that might be not enough. So in 2 words, on a weekly right here, if we penetrate the support and resistance band, we'll penetrate the symmetric channel, and that will result in a strong move to the downside. On a daily, the thing is more tight than it looks on a weekly, because if we penetrate this low right here, we might invalidate the whole accumulation structure, and that will result in an advance of the volume line to 0 and below, and the price line has a lot of room to the downside. That will create on a weekly a divergence on ASAP MACD. By the way, on the daily, we have already a divergence on ASAP MACD, but the bullish development is that on the BLX ticker, we had two strong buy signals within this zone. One was right here, crossover on the MACD with a hold within the upper 5%. The other one was right here, the exact same thing. We had a pin bar right here, another one right here. So the most bullish development for Bitcoin would be a flat move right now, or a flat flag going to the downside while creating divergences on a sub MACD on the daily, because we've got a line signal on the VIX indicator, and that will form the final higher low, and that gives us a decent chance of penetration to the upside. Otherwise, we are risking to repeat a 2017 scenario when we are moving lower with, in terms of price line and volume line after an all-time high and generating a positive delta. This will result in a bear market, minus 80, minus 90%, like in 2017. If we start accelerating from this point, and the seasonality is very bullish within this time of the year, we will repeat the 2015 scenario right here, when we are having a double peak cycle. Basically, we are having first blow off top, coming right here, briefly creating a positive delta, and after going back higher, doing a second blow off top. So it is really a do or die moment for Bitcoin, and the opportunity is very symmetrical. Be very careful on this one. Thank you very much for watching.